Turnham. I'm a mindset transformation coach, and I am passionate about helping ladies who are overthinkers and also sensitive souls. And I help them eliminate overthinking as well as transform the unhelpful thought processes that are holding them hostage and keeping them from being out there and owning it and doing happy dances in public on Facebook and Instagram and YouTube as well. It's going to be. So if that sounds like you, then I'd love for you to join my free group, Empowered Empathetic Extroverts. And I also have a free guide, Feel Fantastic in 3 Simple Steps. The link to download that is in the post attached to this video or on my profile if you're watching this on Instagram. Okay, so back to today's topic. As I said, I'm going to try and keep these short, make it a little bit easier for people to find time to watch them. So the topic is stop judging and start appreciating, and this one is actually based in Adlerian psychology, and it's perfect for anyone who has any difficult relationships in their life. So, for example, think about maybe parents, siblings, children, partner, bosses, co-workers. So anybody that I suppose you feel like you perhaps judge in some way, this video is perfect to help transform that relationship. So what are you currently doing? Let's talk about that. So what, as humans, it is, It is natural to judge people, because what the human brain does is it puts people in categories, or puts the world in categories, and adds meaning to things, because that's how it can save energy. It's how it can, the only way it can function basically, because otherwise we'd be bombarded by so much information. So it's common for us to put people in categories and to judge them. And what we tend to do with the people that are close to us or we spend a lot of time with in our life is we have this ideal of how we think they should be. So, for example, you've probably got an idea in your head of an ideal husband or wife, or an ideal partner, an ideal brother or sister, ideal parents. I'm sure you have expectations for your children as well. And what we do is we have this ideal, and then we see how the people in our lives measure up to this ideal, and then we subtract points from them for all the things that they don't measure up on. So basically, as an example, we might have 100 points, and then we subtract points from them when they don't add up, when they don't measure up to that ideal. Now, even just explaining this, I'm sure it's pretty obvious to you that it's probably not going to work. And in fact, if you've got challenging relationships in your life, then it's proof that it isn't working. And why doesn't it work? Well, for starters, nobody's perfect. And it's going to be very hard for anybody to measure up to an ideal that we have in our minds. So what it ends up doing is it puts strain on our relationships, and it sometimes breaks them to the point where we can't come back and we can't repair them. So what can we do instead, now that we know that this is what we're doing to the people in our life? So what I'm going to encourage you to do instead is flip your thinking. So instead of having the ideal that maybe is 100 points, and then we subtract points from that person when they don't measure up to that ideal. So instead of doing that, how about you actually focus on starting everybody at 0, and then you add points to them for all of the things that you like about them, the things they do well, the good ways they treat you, how they enhance your life. So if we do that, it's going to make it much easier for us to accept and appreciate the people in our lives, as opposed to judge them for not measuring up. So that's pretty much it in a nutshell. Flip your thinking. Instead of subtracting points when they don't measure up, I'm going to encourage you to start them at 0 and add points for things that you love about them or they do well or how they treat you, etc., etc. So that's pretty much my quick video for today. Please, if you're watching the replay, let me know where you're watching from. Could be Gold Coast, Australia. Maybe you're sunning yourself on holiday in Bali. But I love seeing different places around the world where people are watching from. I'd also love it if you could comment on what your biggest takeaway from the video was, and or if you had any light bulb moments, or just if you think that you're going to try and implement some of this. Also encourage you to share this if you enjoyed it, if you think you know of somebody who might benefit from this little technique. And also join my free group if you would like to find out what the action step is based around this technique. Because what I do with all of these videos is I create a little bit of an action step or a challenge to help you implement, because that's where the magic is, basically. It's all well and good to have these light bulb moments and realise the things that we're doing that perhaps are not working for us in our life, but the true power lies in what we then go on and do with that new information. So join the group to find out what the challenge step is. And other than that, that's me signing off for today. So enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you, I'm not going to say same time, same place next week, because I'm trying to mix it up a bit and do videos at different times. I'm off work at the moment because I've got a bung shoulder, so I can't do any office work, so I thought maybe I'll try and do some more videos instead. Anyway, enjoy the rest of your week, and I will chat to you all soon. Ciao for now.